What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Neo, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. So this has been a good week for the Bitcoin mining stocks, and Marathon Digital is no exception. Interestingly enough, the last time I covered them, we were trading around $20 per share, and here's what I told you. Looking at the RSI currently sitting at 57.10, there is room for the momentum to carry us higher, especially if Bitcoin keeps climbing. And I would say that it's not quite the time just yet to head towards $75, but $22 to $25 is not out of the question near term. Fast forward, and the Marathon stock hit $27.03 earlier this week for a gain at the time of 30.16% before giving some of it back. But we are still up 19% for the week and have climbed nearly 22% over the past month. So in other words, with the stock trading at $24.73, we have settled at the target I had given you the last time we spoke about the Marathon stock. If you missed that video, you can catch it here. That said, the question now is, where do we go from here? And so in today's video, I'll quickly go over some of the most recent news. We'll then take a look at the current analyst recommendations as well as the technical chart, and I'll close with where I personally stand as far as buying, holding, or selling. As always, this is not to be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my personal approach to investing and a thought process behind it. I'd recommend watching all the way through so that you don't miss out on anything pertinent I will be sharing. Drop this video an early like if you haven't already, and smash that subscribe button. Those are two easy ways to show support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. All right, let's get into it. The Marathon stock earning call is just around the corner, 12 days to be exact. It will take place on August 1st after market closed. If you recall, during the Q1 2024 earning call, they exceeded expectations by a decent margin. As you can see on the graph here, expectations was at the time for an earning per share of 2 cents, but instead they delivered a massive beat with an EPS of $1.26. Looking at the Q2 expectations, the consensus right now is for a non-profitable quarter with an expected loss of 10 cents per share. This frankly sets up Marathon to once again outperform, and here's why. First off, energized hash rate, which is essential for Bitcoin mining production, has steadily increased since the Bitcoin halving, right? At the close of June, Marathon reported a 2% month-over-month increase to 26.3% exahash. That might not sound like a lot until you realize that on a year-over-year basis, this represents a doubling of their compute power. That's notable. They are currently sitting at a fully energized hash rate of 31.5 exahash per second, and as their CEO stated, are well on track to hit the year-end goal of 50 exahash per second. And I'd say that if for any reason you were concerned about the 40% drop year over year in Bitcoin production, I would remind you of this here. Due to the halving event, the block reward was cut in half, right? However, production is down 40% instead of 50%, meaning that they are already making up ground. Also, the Bitcoin held on their balance sheet has once again increased month over month to 18,536 Bitcoin. That's a 4% increase month over month and a 48% increase year over year. Between the price of Bitcoin steadily rising, which makes their Bitcoin revenue greater, and the fact that they have added another revenue stream that is generating millions of dollars through mining Caspa, that's another cryptocurrency similar to Bitcoin, there's plenty to support that this is going to be another profitable quarter, in my opinion. That said, we'll know for sure once the results are out on August 1st. Now, interestingly enough, analysts covering the stock are not quite ready to upgrade the stock just yet. And so as we look at the consensus, we have an overall rating of hold. That recommendation is made up of 6 ratings, with 1 buy rating, 4 hold ratings, and 1 sell rating. The high end of the range remains at $27, which we just hit this week. Remember that. The low end dropped slightly from $14.13 to now $14 even. The average consensus price target has, however, increased from $19.96 to now $21.20. Even though this still indicates a potential downside move of just over 14%, I personally view this as more of the market has moved ahead of the analysts, and the formal re-rating will take place post-earning call. That's usually how it plays out. Could be wrong, but that's how I see it. Another thing that I keep in mind that supports my views is as I look at the technical chart, a few things stand out to me. The light red line that you see here is the 50-day moving average. The blue line is the 200-day moving average. That's the difference between the 3-month view and the 1-year view. The first observation is that they are both ascending gradually. But more importantly, the near-term price action on Marathon is still greater than the historical price over the past year. The second point, looking at the price action this week specifically, when the price hit $27, right, we crossed into the overbought territory and dropped instantly. In simple terms, we got overheated and traders took some profit ahead of the earning call. Also to be expected. We can see that RSI crossed over 70 and hit 72.53 and then quickly dropped to 61.03 with the price closing at $24.63. The last thing I will point out from a technical analysis perspective is this. We are still in an ascending channel. You can see that on the graph here. And the beginning of that channel goes back to when the Marathon stock bottomed out under $4 in December of 2022. For context, that's when Bitcoin also crashed to under $16,000 in the heart of the bear market. In other words, the Bitcoin to Bitcoin mining correlation is still alive and well. So what does this all mean for me? Well, Bitcoin is steadily marching back towards $70,000 after consolidating for the past couple of months. And if you zoom out just a bit, you'll realize that we've been in the $60,000 to $70,000 trading range since February of this year. And so the way I see it, the next leg up for Bitcoin and the mining stocks will come on the back of rate cuts. With that now expected in September, but possibly as early as July, we've already started seeing money flow out of mega cap stocks. The rotation is now underway. Crypto and crypto-related stocks will absolutely benefit as we head towards the year end. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I bought my last 50 shares of the Marathon stock in June and dropped my average cost down to $21.62, meaning that I'm now in profit after this week moved to the upside. In the unlikely event that we drop again below my cost basis and Bitcoin is still in that 60 to 70,000 trading range, that would represent a buying opportunity in my book. Whether I'm able to add at that point is a different story. And so in the end, when it comes to my Marathon stock position, I would say that I am set. There is no FOMO on my end, and I have identified the levels at which I will be taking profit as we go up. The bottom line, and really the last thing that I will say to answer the question at the start of this video, is this. The Marathon digital stock is primed for the next leg up. If, unlike me, you are not happy with your position, the recent pullback presents a solid opportunity to enter. Should Marathon beat expectations once again in a couple of weeks, as I suspect they will, and rate cuts get officially announced with a set date of September or sooner, Bitcoin will absolutely take off, and so will the Bitcoin mining stocks. Marathon Digital, Riot Platform, CleanSpark will be the biggest beneficiaries in my opinion. Personally, I'm ready, but the real question is, are you? But on that note, that is it for me today. If you found value in my content and feel so inclined, super thanks are appreciated. Remember to click the like button and share with others who you think could also benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe, it's free, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you too can stay in the know. I'll be back on Sunday for my weekly video and possibly during the week for an extra one. Till then, you can keep up with me here on X for crypto and NFT related news. Thank you for watching, stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you in the next one.